Okay, so sieve number 15. I apologize, it's a little technical, but that's what we have to cover. Okay. This sieve teaches the application of the rule of, as it applies to a tallis garment that was split in two. So tallis was split in two. Very interesting. A tallis that had the tzitzis already affixed to it and was divided into two pieces. I'm not sure how. Okay, let's see. As it's commonly done with many of tallis garments, which are made of two attached pieces of cloth, and occasionally they're taken apart to clean or to fix the tallis. And then after it is fixed or cleaned, the pieces are reconnected by sewing. So basically, I think that they would attach it here on the shoulder level, like two pieces. Okay, I'm not sure why we need to separate them to clean this. I'm not sure. The halal, I mean, that's what it is. I don't think it's applied to our tallisim, but continue. The halacha in such a case as follows: since usually each part is large enough to wrap oneself in, and as such is still obligated tzitzis. Therefore, it is sufficient that if one remove two tzitzis from whichever part that he wishes to, and after the tallis is put back together, he should retie the tzitzis that were removed. Since the both parts of the garment remained garments, that are obligated tzitzis, there is no need to remove all tzitzis tassels before reconnecting the two pieces. Okay, so we're going to read commentary and see. So basically, somehow, I'm not sure why. So they would. I think I don't think we were talking about here about small tallis, because small tallis wherever you put like under the short or on the top of the short. I think that's not enough to wrap oneself. Like they could be small, too small. Like if you divide them too small. So probably they're talking about the big tallis now that we use for praying. Commentary. However, both tzitzis tassels must be removed from at least one of the part of the tallis. So basically, somehow they want to disconnect two parts for cleaning, for fixing, for whatever reason. So they have to remove two tzitzis, right, and then tie them together. They tie them back when they sew the tallis. May make it like a new garment again. So one more time. However, both tzitzis tassels must be removed from at least one of the part of the tallis, because to simply reconnect the two pieces, each one with two tzitzis, would violate the precepts of. So you have to tie them, right? The remedy for this, the two tzitzis of one piece must be removed and then tied back after the tallis has been reconnected. In this way, we say that the part upon which the tzitzis remain was the main part of the tallis. So meaning the main part of the tallis remained, and we just add another one. And the other part was addition to the tallis. So we can always add to the tallis. There is no problem. Okay. So now we added new part, and on this new part, so we tie new tzitzis. Okay. Even old tzitzis, there is no problem. This avoids the problem of so meaning that you have to tie the tzitzis to the tallis after the garment completed. So only then you can tie the tzitzis. So Mishnah Brura, okay. So Mishnah Brura disputes this and writes that although it is ideal to remove the tzitzis from one side as above, it is not strictly necessary, since according to most authorities, this case is not a problem. Okay, so basically, okay, Mishnah Brura said basically you can keep the tzitzis and separate in the tallis. Okay, continue. However, if each part of the tallis, after the tallis was divided, does not have by itself enough material with which to wrap oneself in. So meaning like if they trying to do it on a small tallis, one must remove the all tzitzit string. Okay, so in the first case where we're talking about the big tallis, and it's enough even half of it to wrap himself. So that part required tzitzis, meaning they had two. Maybe they needed another two, but it was since he was not wearing that, there is no problem. But once they connected two pieces together, he has to tie new tzitzis on the second part. Okay, but here they say since it was not enough material, so one must remove all the tzitzis. Okay, because there is this. There is a definition of how much tallis is supposed to be, like in order to require tzitzis. Okay. Because when the pieces are separated, each side become exempt from obligation to affix tzitzis to it. Right, as we said, there is minimum requirement due to its small size. Now, after the two parts were joined together again, and the garment again become large enough for required tzitzis, if the original tzitzit tassel would have been left on, right? Since the tallis were already affixed to it, when it become garment, there is obligated tzitzis, it is invalid, due to the precept that you shall make it, and not that you shall that use what was already made. So basically, so this is concept. So you have to tie tzitzis to complete garment. There were two separate parts. Each one of them did not require. So now they say remove all of the tzitzis. After they put them two parts together, now it became officially garment. So before it was not officially garment. Now it's become officially garment, and now it's officially required tzitzis. And so you're not able to leave it to leave the old tzitzis on that piece of tallis. We were talking about small tallis. Why? Because it was not enough room, not enough size, as explained above. Okay, if in the case where the two sides were separated, one of the sides was enough material with which to wrap, and one side no longer has enough material with which to wrap. Okay, so one side was enough material, so maybe it's, I don't know, there is a hole in one side. So, and another one did not have enough material. One should remove tzitzis tassels from the part that does not have enough material with which to wrap. So basically, it's like logically we can understand. So we remove only from part that that was too small, keep on the part that is large enough to have tzitzis on its own, right? For if the tzitzit were removed from that side, meaning for a bigger side, when it is rejoined to another side and become obligated once again in the mitzvah of tzitzis, the already existing tzitzis will be invalid due to the rule of so you have to tie them on original garment when it's ready, when it is actually being garment. So basically, they say it has to be in a right order, and the small part did not require tzitzis, so it's not going to work. Okay.